What's going on, everybody? My name is Hydros and welcome back to some more My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. And the game has been out just a little over 2 weeks now, heading into its first month since its release on May 18th, 2021. And a lot of questions I've been asked are, is this game gonna survive? Is it gonna die? Is it gonna last longer than Smash Tap and Rising did? And we're gonna kind of go over its, top grossing, top downloads charts on the Google Play and iOS stores and kind of judge based on how it's doing currently in Japan, because it is currently only available in Japan. And we do also know that a global version is potentially coming as well at some point. It's not a matter of if it is, it's a matter of when it is. And judging based off of the performance that it's doing currently in Japan, we could definitely see this come out a lot sooner rather than later. So, we can kind of judge that as well, going over all of this stuff here in today's video. But if you want to check out my global version video, check it out in the description down below. I do go over all of that stuff. So also, if you want to know my thoughts and opinions overall on My Hero Academia Ultra Impact, I will be doing a video kind of going over my thoughts on what's good, what's bad, all that stuff about the game, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's just take a look at Sensor Tower, which Sensor Tower allows us to see top grossing and then top downloads, or which the free section right here is the top free downloaded games and apps. The paid section, we're not really worried about the paid section too much here in the middle. We're just going to focus on the top grossing and the top free. And as you can see, Uma Musume riding that top grossing as always. But so the game released May 18th, 2021, meaning actually you were able to download and pre-install the game. Now, the servers didn't actually go live until the 19th, so you couldn't actually play until a day after. So, judge that how you will on its actual release. I consider the release date May 18th because that's when you can actually download and actually get the game ready. So that's what I consider its release date, at least. But if you consider May 19th its release because that's when the servers actually open to where you could play, then it is what it is. I mean, that's just a day difference, right? But either way, so when you were able to actually get into the game on the 19th, you actually weren't able to buy stones or gems. So the gem shop actually went live on the 20th. So it's kind of like a boom, 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 day in a row, right? To where you could actually get stuff done. And so that's where you're going to see top grossing not really get affected until the 20th, when actually the gem shop and the sales and all that stuff decided to open up in the game, right? So here we have May 17th. As you see, Uma Musume is riding top grossing, Bouncing Collector, whatever that game is in top free downloads. And then once we hit into the 18th, in Japan on the iOS, as you can see, I'm on iOS for iPhone currently, not Google Play. So we're judging this currently off of the iOS store. And May 18th, once you were able to download and pre-install the game, Ultra Impact shot right up to the top downloaded game, right? That is pretty freaking crazy, right? I mean, as any new game, as any new anime game IP, such as MHA, such as Dragon Ball, a lot of people are just going to be excited to download it. And in Japan, and at least also in the West, My Hero is, super popular, right? And it's really a good anime that people love to watch over there. So Japan, it just really shot up to top downloads. And again, we won't see top grossing until a couple days later. So let's go ahead and go into the 19th. And then on the 19th, Ultra Impact still on that top grossing, top downloads, excuse me. This is top downloads, not top grossing. But as you can see in top grossing, it's not really in the top grossing, and this is the top 100. We actually did not, again, we couldn't actually buy stones, so there's no reason that we would be in the top grossing currently at all for iOS. And then May 20th is when the gem shop opened up for My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. Again, still in top downloads 2 days, 3 days later, and stuff like that. So let's kind of go ahead and see where it is in the top grossing charts. Didn't even have to scroll far. The day the shop opened up, My Hero Academia Ultra Impact went right to number 11 on the shop. And as you can see, Dokkan Battles JP version is sitting there at number 6. Uma Musume is sitting at number 1. And again, and Pokemon Go, I think that's Monster Hunter. I can't remember if that's Monster Hunter or not. But yeah, Ultra Impact, the day the shop opened up, literally went to top 11. Now, for the shop opening up, because there were first-time sales, that's going to impact it as well, right? So first-time sales such as 2,000 gems for like 96 bucks. That's actually a pretty good deal, and that's 4 multis worth. The sales were actually pretty good. You can also buy packs to get, awakening materials and ability board materials and all that kind of stuff. There are a lot of packs that you could actually get, and that were actually really good for players to actually get on the first day to kind of give you that head start, especially if you're a whale. And that's also pretty good and pretty interesting, the fact that it jumped right to top 11. Just considering it's in the top 15 already, day 1 when the shop opened, is pretty freaking good. So let's just head on into May 21st. And that is when I don't think any new banners came up. If we go to my channel, we can actually see when the next banner actually went live. So we had the news that Delaware Smash Deku was actually coming up a little ways back, and then on, I believe it was, let's just check out when the release date. So May 26th is when Air Force Deku released, and then that's when, you know, people were going to start buying gems. So we're going to kind of see that as we go along here. So let's just see that. So a day later, May 21st, let's see where Ultra Impact is. We're top 13. So we did drop. Again, people are buying those first time sales. The initial banners aren't really that hype because again, they are just starter banners, the launch day banners, which again, I would not recommend summoning on. Those are gone at this point actually, but Ultra Impact sitting at top 13, still in the top 15 on that day, still with no real actual banners releasing currently. And then if we're heading into the 22nd, we can see that Ultra Impact on the 22nd, again, that's when probably people are just now, I mean, still top downloaded. Like we're top downloaded, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row currently top downloaded already. Almost a week of top downloaded. And then again, we shot up again to top 9. And again, I think that's when Air Force Deku released. I'm not actually, or that's when we got the news of Air Force Deku. That might have been, I think. Let me actually check. So this is when we got the news. Yes, we got the news of Air Force Deku actually on the 20th. That was my mistake, which would be actually would be like the 21st in Japan. So giving the news that we did have Air Force Deku coming is probably when people started buying gems, gearing up for that first hype banner to release, because Air Force Deku is pretty hype, right? So that's when people are starting to buy gems. And, you know, then we shot up to number 9. That's actually really good. Also, and then we go to the 23rd and still top grossing, literally still top grossing. 23rd as well. We went up again to the 8th slot, which is again pretty good, beating out Dokkan Battle, if I'm not mistaken. Dokkan Battle, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I think that is Monster Hunter. Again, One Piece was having its 7th anniversary, I think, at the time too, and we're just one above it, which is pretty insane as well. So again, we're still, this is just top 10. A week into it, top 10 already, and that's still really, really good because Air Force Deku is coming, right? And I do believe Air Force Deku, like I said, was coming out on the... And yeah, Air Force Deku's banner, again, came out on the 26th. So we're still 3 days away from Air Force Deku, still in the top 10, and that's pretty good. Let's head into the 24th, getting really close to that Air Force Deku banner releasing. Again, still top downloaded. We did drop down to number 14. Again, to be expected, because we did have that, you know, time frame in between getting the news of the Deku banner and then the Deku banner actually coming. So we're still 2 days away, but people, you know, are still buying gems. Again, it's still new. People are buying the sales, probably getting all those packs and stuff like that, which is really good. Let's head on into the 25th. 25th, still top downloaded. We did go up to number 12, which is really good as well. Still, again, top 15, sticking into that top 15 still really decently. Let's head into the 26th when the Air Force Deku banner released. So this still top downloaded. And we did shoot up again to number 11. Again, the banner just released, so let's give people a little bit of time to see if it did jump up again. So let's go and kind of go ahead one more day to the 27th and see where we're at. And still, again, top downloaded. We did drop down, so I guess, you know, people already kind of bought their pack, so they were probably gearing up for the Air Force Deku, most likely saving their initial gems for the banner, so not really spending too much. But, you know, they did spend on the release, but then they were saving those gems for the Air Force Deku and stuff like that. So again, still, again, top 20, still very, very good, still very hype for My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. And then we're kind of getting closer and closer to the where our date is now, which is June 5th currently. So again, still top downloaded on the 28th. And now we can see top grossing kind of shifting down a little bit. The Air Force Deku hype after a few days is currently dying down a little bit. You know, we also had the event and stuff like that for the free All Might, but still in the top 30, still really good. At least if we're sticking into the top 50 still, that's still really good, right? I still think top 50 is very, very good for a new game on its release, right? So let's kind of just jump ahead into the 29th a little bit. Again, still top downloaded. And we're still dropping. Actually, I don't think we dropped at all. Maybe I think we went up. Did we go up? I think we went up. We were 24, I believe, on the 28th. Let's actually take a peek. Let me take a peek again. On the 28th, we were the 24th. Yeah, so 29th, it actually shot up just a little bit. Again, still sticking around the top 25s, top 30 mark in here. So that's still rather good for Ultra Impact. And let's kind of see the 30th as well. 30th, 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 Still in the top downloads. I mean, this is pretty good. Legends is now starting to get their anniversary countdowns and stuff like that. Still heading into the anniversary, so Legends is definitely shooting up a little bit. And then this, we did drop to 28. Again, still top 30. Top 30 is still really, really good. And then let's hit into the 31st. Kind of getting into the present day a little bit more. Legends still up there. Still top downloaded on the 31st. Again, that's almost 2 weeks. That's almost 2 weeks. Yeah. If we're still top downloaded on the first, that's 2 weeks of top straight downloaded right there. And we did drop a little bit more. Yeah, we dropped down to the top 40, 45 at least. But again, still, as long as we're in the top 50, or maybe at least in the top 100, that's still a win. So we're still here. We're still number 42, still above top 50, right? So let's kind of just chill out and see what's going on. On the 1st of June, this is all iOS, by the way. 1st of June, 2 weeks straight top downloaded. That is amazingly good for a free game that has just come out. And we did rise up just a little bit on top grossing as well. Number 37. People are probably buying more packs here and there, buying some more. People are probably also starting to jump into the game to get some sales. June 2nd, still top downloaded. And then we did, I think, drop more. No, we're still, actually, we didn't actually move at all from the last day to this day. So it's actually sticking around the 37th mark on top grossing. So there's that. Jumping into June 3rd, we're getting closer and closer to our release date here. And there we go. June 3rd, we dropped from the top downloaded to number 5 most downloaded app on the App Store for iOS. Still very decent. Again, still top 10. That's really good, I think, or at least top 5 anyway. That's still good in my opinion. And then let's see where our top grossing was. We did drop another 5 ranks back down to the top 45 there, top number 42. Again, still decent, still really, really good. Jumping into June 4th, just yesterday, top downloaded. We did come up. So Ultra Impact is coming up again. You know, we are probably going to start seeing another banner release here sometime soon. So, you know, they're probably gearing up for that. And people are just like, oh, Ultra Impact, go get your friends. So we're going to probably expect a new banner soon, whatever it may have you, right? And then top grossing, we dropped all the way down to top 51. And again, this still is not bad. This is definitely not bad. This game is raking in some money already. And again, this is just within Japan. This is only Japan right now. So My Hero Academia Ultra Impact doing fairly well being in that top 50. Right? So let's kind of see where we are at today, currently at the time I'm recording this video, June 5th. We are in the top 3 downloads. Again, very, very good still. We're in the top 5, top 3. That's really good. And where are we in terms of grossing? So in terms of grossing, we are in the top 55. We're number 55 in top grossing at this current time. And again, that is still really good. That's still really good. If Ultra Impact dropped off of this chart below the top 100, that's probably when we would get worried. But again, we are still new. We still don't have much content right now. We have the free All Might event that's currently going on. We have the first ever Air Force Deku banner, the first main banner currently. So again, we're still working with some, you know, new stuff. This game is still relatively new, where again, even with just one main banner release and just one event, this game is already hitting top 50, top 10, top number 1 downloaded for over 2 weeks straight, right? So that game is doing fairly well. And the reason I'm mostly looking at Japan in the iOS store is because in Japan, at least according to some people that I've talked to, iOS is more popular in Japan than Android is. So if we just kind of take a look at Android here, this is My Hero Academia Ultra Impact in the Google Play Store. And if we take a look at its top free overall, this is top downloaded. My Hero Academia Ultra Impact was top downloaded number 1 from the 20th all the way till the 28th, and that's when it dropped to number 6. And currently on Google Play, it's number 69 right now on the Google Play Store. So again, it is dropping for Google Play, but just keep in mind that iOS is more popular over in Japan than Android is. So, you know, this market, while it is important to look at, the iOS market is vastly more popular, right? So again, being in iOS, Ultra Impact top 3 downloaded, number 1 downloaded for 2 weeks, and then in top grossing at least top 50 or at least top 60, that is really still really good for the game, you know, monetarily, right? So again, in Google Play, let's just take a look at its top grossing overall. Top grossing, when it did release, when the App Store, when the actual coins or the Hero coin shop went live, or the Hero gem shop, I should say, goodness, it jumped all the way up to its peak of number 28 in top grossing on Google Play. Again, take into consideration iOS is more popular, but currently right now, even on Google Play, it's still hovering in the top 100 currently at the time of recording this video. So we're still in the top 100 of top grossing, still in the top 100 of overall downloads on both app stores, and that's still really, really good. And what does this mean for the game? Also, take into account these downloads and revenue. Don't mind those. I know people are probably going to look at this. I don't know if those numbers are accurate, so just be aware those probably may not be. But yeah, these are numbers for the JP, Google Play, and iOS store. And the fact that we were in top downloaded on iOS for 2 weeks straight shows a lot of potential for this game, shows a lot of love for the game, that it is popular in Japan. A lot of people are buying the gems. You know, say whatever have you about how much gems cost. People are buying them. People want to play the game. People are downloading it. And so far, within the first 2 weeks, going into its first month of gameplay, Ultra Impact is doing well. It is doing very, very well for a new game, for an MHA game that had 2 game releases already in Japan that ended up not working out. So they re-released Ultra Impact, and Ultra Impact is doing fairly well already on its release. Again, we'll have to see over time how this goes on, how this impacts its top grossing, downloads, and all that stuff. As new stuff does come out, as new banners release, you're going to see top grossing fluctuate, obviously, because, you know, people are going to be buying gems when new banners come out, and then obviously that cooldown period of before the new banner comes out, people are, you know, they buy all the stones at once, summon, and then there's that down period of top grossing where, you know, people aren't really buying much except for the whales for like stamina and all that other stuff, right? And then it'll peak right back up. Once the game gets another banner, gets another event, all that kind of stuff, you're going to see it fluctuate up and down whenever hype stuff releases. And again, this is just judging based off of the first couple weeks of the game's release and kind of going off how it's been doing in the Play Store and the iOS store. And again, my personal opinion, this game is doing very well for itself. This game is doing very, very well for itself. And judging based off of this game is going to be around for a while, and I feel like this game will do well once this game hits the global market, because we do know that there is potentially a global version at some point coming. We don't know when, but it is going to come because they do have the assets ready for it, or at least most of the assets, some of it. Anyway, that is what it is. Global version, I feel like the global version is going to do exceptionally well once the game releases globally for everybody to play. So again, is this game going to die? Not anytime soon. This game is not going to die. This game is not even close to on a downward trend to where it could even be considered dying. This game is in constantly the top 50 currently. And again, it still fluctuates as banners release. That's going to fluctuate. But for it is right now, for a new game, it's doing very well. It's not dying anytime soon. It's probably going to last. If I have to say its longevity, I would say it's going to last a pretty long time. A few years at least, I would say. Again, that also depends on a global version. I feel like they would be dumb enough. They wouldn't be dumb enough not to release a global version. I feel like they will release the global version at some point. Hopefully within the next few months, we'll see it come out. But again, when the global version does come out, that's going to skyrocket this game even more so, right? So again, that's my thoughts and opinions on the current state of My Hero Academia Ultra Impact, on how it is currently doing. No, this game is not dying. This game is doing exceptionally well for itself currently in Japan. And once a global version comes, I think the game is going to do even more, you know, good for itself. I feel like it's going to jump to new heights once global comes out. So again, hopefully this answers your questions. Hopefully you get some more insight to how the current game is currently doing within the Play Stores. And again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. And also make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day.